Welcome to the SNF Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Both teams are 1-1 on the early part of this 2022 season. No touchdowns in the second half. Each team a field goal. That's it. 27-10 Green Bay. Justin Fields had 8 completions in the win over San Francisco. He only had 7 in this game. Chicago was good on the ground, but Green Bay was good both ground and air. Rodgers just 6 incompletions. Aaron Jones 132 rushing yards. Preston Smith also good on the defensive end. And the top 2 guys on that list are live right now with Melissa.
Mike, the first win of the season, and it's at home in front of the hometown crowd. Aaron, I'm going to start with you because you continue to own the Chicago Bears. What is it about this rivalry that brings out the best in you?
I love history, and there's a long history of games between these two teams. Now, we've won 104 times against them.
Not that you're counting.
No, I think everybody in Green Bay is counting, for sure.
And you told us this week that you needed to get the run game more involved. What do you think about your running backs and this guy over here?
He's an absolute stud. He's, one of the toughest guys in the NFL, dripping wet about 185, breaking tackles all over the place, elusive. And take all that away, he's a hell of a guy. Great teammate, great person. Love having him on my team. Love working with him.
A big smile from you and 2 touchdowns tonight. What was working for you?
Everybody, the whole offensive unit starts with the guys up front. They were blocking well, getting me out in space, and play calling as well, using me in different ways. So it's just a blessing to come out here and go to battle with my guys.
Congratulations on the win. And Aaron, I have to ask you, because next week you head to Tampa. You face Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. What can we expect?
Hopefully a better performance than last time we were down there. They're 2-0, we're 1-1. The season's looking like it was last year. We started off, got blown out. Then we played a division opponent and got right at home. Then we went on the road against a really tough opponent. People didn't think we were going to win the game. And we came up with a great effort and beat San Francisco last year in week 3. And we got to go down to Tampa and have a great effort. They're a great football team. Their defense dominated today. Obviously, Tommy's a legend, so we're going to have to play our best ball.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Melissa, thank you to the Aarons. Couple of losses to Tampa in 2020. Pack will try to change that next week. There is so much to stream this week on Peacock. Don't miss the new original series Vampire Academy or the latest fantasy football analysis on Fantasy Football Happy Hour with Matthew Berry. And right now, the live coverage continues from Green Bay and our studio with Sunday Night Football Final streaming only on Peacock. And for those of you staying through with us, Chris and I will take a peek ahead to the Niners and the Broncos next Sunday night when we come back to Green Bay.
Welcome back to the SNF Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
And then, as advertised, we are bound for the Mile High City. Deebo Samuel and 49ers taking on Russell Wilson and the Broncos. Football Night in America gets us started at 7 Eastern. Sunday night 7. Don't forget that. $100,000 guaranteed. You can play for free on the NBC Sports Predictor app. Well, you can't predict the future, but think about the guy who ended his Hall of Fame career with Denver, John Lynch, general manager of the 49ers. He decides not to trade Jimmy Garoppolo, figure out a way to keep him there. Now he looks like a genius because Garoppolo is the quarterback of a team that made it to the NFC Championship game last year.
And you just always had to wonder, did he have it in the back of his mind, sort of got the contract in the right place, right, that somebody was going to get hurt in the National Football League and then they would be forced to make a deal? Little did he realize it was his team that needed him.
And they hate it because they wanted to build around Trey Lance, but this is what happens in the NFL, and they're lucky to have Garoppolo to pivot to. So
no question.
We'll see that matchup next Sunday night in Denver. Packer fan wins. Bear fan, it's not that bad. Have a drink. We're right behind you, sir. Final score tonight in Green Bay. Packers 27, Bears 10. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it is your local news. Thanks to Rob Highland, our producer, and our Hall of Fame director, Drew Esikoff. With Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley, all the men and women of our NBC Sports team, Mike Tirico. Good night from Lambeau Field with a Pack win by 17.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.